Magic is magic.
Who the hell is this guy? That's the question most people in the poker world have been asking themselves since Vladimir Korzinin, also known as Gambledore, came on the scene just a few months ago. But really, who is he? Can we answer this pressing question? Let's try and get into it. But before we do, thank you for checking out Poker Boom. We release new videos every single Monday, and we're happy you're here to watch this one. Alright, here we go. In high-stakes poker, newcomers are a rarity. The players who ascend to the upper levels of the game often follow a familiar path. They dominate online poker, grow weary of the grind, and transition to live tournaments, bringing their skills and GTO strategies to the felt. Against this backdrop, the emergence of Vladimir Korzinin is a story that borders on the extraordinary. At 69 years old, with minimal experience and a playing style that defies convention, Korzinin has turned the poker world on its head.
Age 69, his first ever poker cash came only last month, and now he's at the final of this enormous tournament.
Securing multi-million-dollar finishes in two of the most prestigious events at the Triton Monte Carlo series. His success is as improbable as it is captivating, leaving seasoned professionals and fans alike questioning whether he is the real-life embodiment of beginner's luck or a complete poker savant. Before October 2024, Vladimir Korzinin was virtually unknown in the poker community. His only recorded result on the Hendon Mob database was a modest entry in the $10,000 mystery bounty at EPT Cyprus. Yet in the span of a single series, he shattered expectations by securing second place in the $200,000 Triton Invitational for $3.47 million.
So Vladimir Korzinin may not have won the trophy, but he absolutely won over the entirety of the poker community.
And winning the $150,000 No Limit Hold'em 8 Max for $4.35 million.
Gambledore has emerged victorious as Aussie looks stunned.
These accomplishments would be remarkable for any player, but for an amateur with no established pedigree, they are almost unfathomable. What sets Korzinin apart is not just his success, but the unconventional way in which he achieved it. Korzinin's style is characterized by unpredictability and audacity, and it's left both opponents and commentators baffled.
That was a nice spell.
He openly dismisses the importance of GTO and ICM, preferring instead to rely on intuition and spontaneity. This philosophy manifests in the choice of hands, which often appear random. For instance, his favorite hand is 6-9, a nod to his age.
Yeah, 6-9, yeah. Magic happened.
In the $150,000 No Limit Hold'em event, he famously shoved with 7-2 suited.
He's gone in with 7 deuce.
Hang on. What?
Not because it was strategically sound, but because it was the favorite hand of his opponent, Aussie Katola.
I put it because it's your favorite card.
Oh, I respect that. It's yours. It's yours for sure.
Such unorthodox plays define Korzinin's style. He's not afraid to shove pre-flop with hands like 7-3 offsuit, 6-9 offsuit, and 6-5 suited, forcing opponents with better holdings to fold. In one memorable hand, he made a continuation bet on a board of 4-2-10 and faced an all-in raise from Sam Greenwood, the second largest stack at the table.
Keeps betting. Oh, we actually checked jams. We're going to play a massive one, aren't we?
Despite holding only a slight chip advantage, Korzinin called almost immediately, declaring, "It doesn't matter. I call."
9.1 million chip pot. You see the eyebrows raised on Dan Smith immediately comes up from behind the sunglasses to observe what has prompted this violence.
The audacity of the move paid off as Greenwood was eliminated, and Korzinin tightened his grip on the chip lead. His detractors might argue that his success is purely the result of luck. And obviously, poker is a game where variance can play a significant role, particularly in the short term. However, luck alone cannot explain his repeated triumphs against some of the world's best players. Korzinin's willingness to gamble and bluff with reckless abandon makes him a difficult opponent to read. He disrupts expectations of seasoned professionals who struggle to adapt to his unpredictable moves.
WTF did I just witness? He just asked the man when's his birthday.
A case in point is his knockout of Linus Lollinger, one of the most respected players in the game. In this hand, Korzinin shoved with 9-7 suited, a speculative hand at best. Moments like these showcase how Korzinin's play style can create opportunities where more conservative players would likely bow out. But despite his newfound fame, Korzinin remains an enigma. Little is known about his personal life, and he appears content to let his poker accomplishments just speak for themselves. After his victory in the $150,000 no-limit hold'em 8 max, he declined interviews and handed his trophy to Katola, explaining that he had no place to store it. This gesture, which was both humble and also extremely confusing, only adds to his mystique. Reddit sleuths have attempted to uncover more about his background, but their findings are sparse. He was introduced at the tournament as an inventor.
In seat 2, an inventor from Estonia. He is on a mission to gain as many world experiences as he can.
And Reddit users discovered 3 patents under the name Vladimir Korzinin related to securities trading. According to one commenter, Korzinin has been active in the stock market for years, employing a proprietary trading system. Another noted that he has been known to play low-stakes poker in local Estonian casinos, suggesting that his passion for the game predates his recent high-stakes exploits. But regardless of his origins, Korzinin has brought a sense of unpredictability and excitement to high-stakes poker. His unconventional approach is in direct contrast to the hyper-analytical, data-driven strategies that dominate the modern game. For fans, he's a breath of fresh air, a reminder that poker is as much an art as it is a science. His success challenges the notion that only those who adhere to established frameworks can thrive at the highest levels. For professionals, however, Korzinin is a puzzle. How do you counter a player who seems immune to conventional strategy? His unpredictability forces opponents to think outside the box, adapting to a style that defies analysis. In many ways, Korzinin's presence is a test of the adaptability of the poker elite. His rise has also given birth to a series of anecdotes that only add to his legend. His fondness for the hand 6-9 has become a running joke among fans and commentators, who eagerly await the next time he plays his quote-unquote nuts. Even his missteps have made a mark on the poker community. In the $200,000 Triton Invitational, he missed his turn, a mistake rarely seen at this level. At another time, he folded his hand in the small blind after sensing something unusual about Patrick Antonius's limp. These moments, while technically amateurish, reinforce the idea that Korzinin is actually just playing for the joy of the game, rather than out of any desire for prestige or even financial gain. And look, at the end of the day, in an era where poker is increasingly dominated by young, analytical players, Vladimir Korzinin is a throwback to a different kind of poker. He plays not with charts and solvers, but with instinct and bravado. He proves that poker can still be a game of personalities, where the unexpected can happen and anyone can rise to the top under the right circumstances. And as his legend continues to grow, one can only speculate about his future in the game. Will he remain a part-time player, content to dabble in high-stakes events as a hobby? Or will he embrace the spotlight and pursue a more serious career in poker? Whatever path he chooses, one thing is certain. Vladimir Korzinin has already made his mark on the game, and his story will be remembered as one of the most improbable and entertaining in poker history. And that's it for this one. Thank you for watching another episode of Poker Boom. Do you think this is a story of beginner's luck, or is Korzinin a legitimate savant? Let us know in the comments, and we'll see you in the next one.